We're trying to go fishing.
Just want to go fishing.
Cody, Milton here. We're at the Airbnb. They're gonna love us. Do you trust your knot?
Yeah, I mean, it's a uni knot. You trust a uni knot?
The uni is what I use for everything.
There we go.
Bulletproof NRS strap. Hopefully about to tug out this beast of a setup. What could go wrong? Yeah, I wouldn't stand anywhere near that strap, will I? What's the worst that could happen?
It's popping. Womp womp. Did you take off the boat?
No, I actually just put it on again. I could take it off again too, man.
I feel like now I'm realizing that for pulling you out, we probably should have taken it off.
So.
For trying to get out, it's good to have that weight on the back tires, but...
Yeah, that's probably what got us.
I'll get the shovel.
Huh? Didn't you buy those things to...
Yeah, I just realized we should use those traction pads.
Yeah, that was...
I said I had a shovel and traction pads. You were like, I just need a shovel, and I don't know why I didn't argue.
Yeah.
There's some worms.
Was there some? Oh, I didn't see a big red piece of
Yeah.
worm. There's a lot of worms.
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited because I just bought all this stuff when I got stuck last time. Now it all
Now
feels...
you get to try it.
Yeah. Always an adventure.
It is. I bring it on myself, I believe, but it will still work out.
It will work out. We're going to be rewarded with a 35-pounder.
That could be the case.
That could be the case.
I'm here. Are you still going to be excited if it's your girlfriend who catches it?
Yeah. I mean, how could it not?
Right?
It's going to work.
It's good.
All right, so the boat's out, traction pads are down, tires are dug out, double strapped.
What do we miss on?
Nope. Ah.
It's not your knots, buddy.
Is it not?
No. The straps are just breaking, man. I think it's your thing weighs more than
we think.
your thing weighs more than 2,500 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say?
She probably won't even notice.
I will tell her we were planting flowers.
I'll bet it about 30%.
We were planting flowers in a tire-shaped pattern. She said we could park on the grass and drive on the grass. It specifically said that in the thing. Feel free to park and drive on the grass.
Yeah, we tried.
Like, man, you told us to. This is your fault. Doing it.
We're onto a bike strap now.
Onto the bike lock. The bike lock shouldn't fail. Oh, I was thinking in the middle there, but I guess that.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
Like-
even better. You know, it's just like we just keep coming up with better ideas.
Or less bad ideas. I'm not sure which one.
Attempt 20.
It's probably the last one.
You got it.
The best idea we've had yet.
Yep.
Feeling really good about it.
Dug deeper, stronger straps. We got this. Oh, good. Let's step back. Yeah! Yay! All right, he stopped. Yay!
All right, never a dull moment. Here, field trips. We're field tripping. I've got the boat in tow. We're gonna follow Cody here to the ramp. Nice little workout. Start the morning. Everything seems to be riding okay.
Are you still in 4-wheel?
No. Pretty sure I might get a ding on my Airbnb review after we just tore up your yard, but I got a feeling the fish guys are about to reward us for our efforts.
She'll be understanding. I feel like she'll be understanding.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
It wasn't intentional.
All right, guys. Well, wasn't the smoothest morning I've ever had, but all gonna be fine. It's all working out. We made it to the boat ramp. Got it behind the truck. Now, we had a ton of rain last night, hence getting stuck. So we don't know. The water's dirty, dingy. He's saying this could make it tougher. There's not much flow, which is another problem. But we do have some overcast. There's one good thing.
We got some positive.
We got some positive things going for us. We're not still stuck in the front yard of the Airbnb, so things are looking up. We're gonna go give this round 2 a little shot here. See if we can't find some fish. These two killed it yesterday. I'm looking for some redemption today. It's gonna be tougher conditions, but we'll see. I feel like we're gonna find something. There's so many fish in here, dude. I feel like they gotta eat. You know? Yeah.
You put the plug back in?
Yeah. You don't always put the plug back in.
My dad didn't the other day.
Let's do it.
We're on the water. Still before yesterday.
Piece of cake. It is still earlier than yesterday.
Right.
Nothing easy is worthwhile, you know? I think that's what they say. It was wild.
Oh my gosh. Like a lot of really good like winter shad rat fishermen do, they'll work a countdown in.
Yeah.
That way.
Are you on?
Okay.
Look at that.
There's hope today.
There is hope today.
Hope today.
Wait, my button.
Do you want to take some rainbows home? Or no?
You can come tomorrow while I'm at work.
Yeah, let's
Do
do
you
that.
prepare them and everything?
Let's do that. I mean, I don't want to prepare them, but...
No.
You're busy.
Nice, first fish, second cast. Jennifer here, of course. Nobody's surprised anymore.
Oh, snap, stop.
She's been killing it on this river. I think we're gonna keep this guy. We're gonna keep a couple, what's the limit, size limit?
5 each, no size limit.
5 each, no size limit. Well, we won't even keep that many. Let's take a few home, babe. Have you ever had rainbow trout?
I have. Like it with lemon pepper.
You ever had it that you got yourself?
No.
Me neither. Throw them in the live
But yeah,
water.
you can even just gut those things and
That's what I was gonna do.
all the way to Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah. One on the lava.
Nice. One in the box.
Yeah, boy. Fine.
Nice.
Yay.
Good job, babe. That didn't take long.
Hung up somewhere up there. A lot of those are bigger than things. Like, they might come up.
Fine.
You on?
Yeah.
It's another rainbow.
No, Cody, get the Cody in.
Nuh-uh.
First Cody.
Yeah, new species.
Is it not?
No.
Look at the gill plate. What's the other side look like?
Could it be a
It could be a cut bow, absolutely.
cut boat? Yeah.
Absolutely.
It looks kind of
Oh,
like
wow.
a
It's
cut boat.
all up there.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Yeah, look at this. We're not sure. This might be a cut bow, cutthroat trout rainbow mix. Or it might just be a rainbow, hard to tell, but it's got that really distinct orange on the gill plate. Pretty fish though.
It is pretty.
Should we let it go then if we're not positive what it is, or does it not matter if they're...
Wait.
Yeah, we'll let it go.
We'll let it go. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we want to let it go in the water, babe.
Hi. Oh, all right, hold it. All right. Oh, that's one way to go.
Yeah. Oh, quick release.
Oh man, I
And
missed that
so
one
it
spot I wanted to
begins.
hit.
Here we go again. I'm having deja vu. Jennifer putting on a clinic.
It's not over. You can still get it going now.
Yeah,
That one?
I do. Woo! Monster! Little baby rainbow. I don't think I'm gonna bother keeping him. Right. Oh my gosh. It was a brown. It just hit, I watched it hit it right there and almost just put the hooks in Jennifer's face. I watched him.
I understand you're upset that I'm not fishing.
I gotta take out the competition. That was cool though. Saw that whole thing go down despite the dirty water. I'm really glad I didn't just hook my girlfriend in the face.
Mm-hmm. Look at that bird. Looks like it's got a big beard.
Beards are in right now, bro.
Yeah, they are. I guess so.
You want on that?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no leader on it. Dude, I just got hammered and broke off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was looking down and I just felt it. It like about ripped out of my hand.
Seriously?
And I pulled back and it broke. that felt like
A good one?
that felt like a good one, man. Goodness gracious.
grabbed and ran.
It's an 8 pound. This stuff I bought yesterday, 8.5 pounds.
What brand though?
The Rio, same stuff you got. You got one? Little brown. Yeah, I mean, you're not going for subtle. Oh!
Clean release.
Clean release. Yeah, yeah. Nice. First brown of the day though.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Not a giant, but.
Yeah.
And that's on this jerkbait?
Yeah.
That's Mega Bass?
Mega Bass, Silent 110.
Pretty.
This one works.
Jennifer's busting out her handy, her go-to, the H&H spinner. She's been raving about this lure since I met her. I was very skeptical until I've watched it just catch so many fish on days when they won't hit anything else. And she just wants to get a little creative. I think once you've caught 40 of these trout in a day and an hour, it's time to just kind of get a little creative, maybe add a little challenge.
Have fun.
And the water's real dirty, so she's gonna throw a little spinner. Just a little something different. I got a feeling it's gonna work.
We'll see. It works a lot.
I really feel like you can do no wrong on this river, so.
40. Actually, I think it's like 41 something, that New Zealand fish. A lot of people were saying it was like a farm raised one. Oh God, there's a good one.
Oh my gosh, on the H&H, is that first cast?
Second.
Oh dang, it's a good one.
This is amazing. Oh gosh. Ready?
You called it.
H&H.
Oh no.
That one should stay pegged.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Yes!
The H&H, what I tell you, this thing just catches fish, man.
It was second cast.
Second
At bat, second cast and stud round. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna send that. Look at that.
Well, did not take long. We were just saying Jennifer's gonna get a little creative because she's just killing it. And there it is. She's always raving about this lure. And I quit being skeptical about 6 months ago. And there it is, dirty water. She thought a little flash might get it done. Beautiful, beautiful brown.
Yes, it is.
On her little secret weapon. This is the lure she uses when they're not hitting anything else.
And you don't lose them as much either. These hooks are just.
Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere.
No. Look at that.
You're just so impressive. I can't believe you just, look at that. That was amazing.
I was actually pretty skeptical. I was like, may not. Like, we're ramping this lure up a lot right now.
A lot of hype.
What if it doesn't?
Lived up to the hype. Second cast. I
knew it would just catch.
Beautiful.
All right.
Let this beautiful girl swim. Golly, took off. Babe,
That's great.
so awesome.
I love it so much.
I told you, buddy. I told you. Yeah.
Got some old sea legs. Let me get down.
Like after how many fish you caught the first time trying, the universe owes you to go swimming.
I'm gonna need you to be a lot more proud of me and a lot less jealous of me right now. Are you?
Just fighting like a brown, I feel like.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
Yep.
It is a pretty good one.
It is a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, I see color.
Yeah, it's a brown. She's caught bigger, but nice one. I just don't get how I can't get this done. Like, it's ridiculous. There we go. Nice. That's another one
Hi, sugars.
for Jennifer. It's enough fish now that luck can't be the answer, so I just don't know how to get this done. Jennifer's a pro.
Ready, Lego?
Sure.
Yes!
Nice.
Slime Jeff.
Nice work. Oh, Cody?
Finally.
Cody's got one.
I got a runner.
Oh, we got a runner. Not bad, it's another brown.
Another brown.
Screw you guys. Oh, Rob's back to monkey in the middle. Nothing's changed since yesterday. Look at that.
Big
Beauty.
spots.
Yeah. Oh, I love the red in those spots. Gorgeous. Oh, God. You hit me. Don't pull on that rod. You see where it's...
Yeah, not deep.
I don't think it is, yeah. Cool. I just didn't want to make it worse. Nice work, bud.
Not bad. All I gotta do for once. All I gotta do.
If I am watching YouTube, it's usually not that.
In all honesty, dude, I really got into saltwater fishing for several years.
Yeah.
But then it was like, kind of like trout fishing.
There we go.
I realized it was a good one. On the spinner, though.
Yep, that H&H. It's a brown, isn't it?
Yeah, brown.
Oh, I just realized it was like so much more just about finding them and catching them.
Yeah. Wait.
It's a really pretty brown.
Is that a brown?
It's a rainbow.
Oh,
Dirty rainbow.
dirty rainbow.
Can we keep that one?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's number 2 in the box. We got dinner going now.
I don't think
Spinners.
that's her.
Out here trolling $2 spinners in the rain, freezing, shivering. But getting it done. She just can't stay off the browns. Look at that.
But don't fit. It does move like a catfish.
Yeah,
The way they roll.
yeah.
You got him?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. That's really not a bad one. Yeah. That's actually,
It's a good one.
I finally catch one. She got to one-up me 2 casts later. This is the theme of the trip here. Look at that. Jennifer just can't help but catch brown trout. It's awesome.
I love it.
You're good at it, so.
Thanks.
There we go.
Yeah. On the swim bait? H&H?
Yeah.
On Jennifer's H&H.
Yeah. Slow down. In the rain. H&H.
H&H does it again.
Just catches fish.
It does just catch fish, and that's what I need. I needed a Hail Mary. Thanks for letting me use it.
Did I let you? I think you stole it while I was casting.
Now you hold on now.
Just saying.
And looky there, Rob catches a brown. First time in a day and a half.
Yay!
It has been a grind on Jennifer's special H&H. She let me use it. The rain started. It is cold.
It's pretty.
Not a giant, but yeah, look at the red on
Yeah.
the pink on
Looks pink. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pink.
Beautiful fish.
Good job.
Feels good. All right. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate you so much.
Good.
On a rainy day, brown fishing.
Woo! Yay! Good job.
Thanks, Coach.
When all else fails.
When all else fails, and all else has been failing me. The H&H original spinner, $2, less than $2. You ain't got one in your tackle box. You're doing it wrong.
Y'all are gonna spike the H&H.
Oh, H&H is about to, the H&H stock, I'm about to invest. Yeah, no, it's really, really good. We threw it like directly on the grill, like no foil or anything, and held up great. It was really, really good. Golly.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, dude, I'm good. I'm good.
That's the boat ramp up there?
Yeah, it's far.
I'm definitely. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There it is. Oh my gosh. I think that's Mother Nature saying, y'all done. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, cold.
No.
Oh, it's freezing, y'all. We out. All right, guys. Well, welcome back. It's the next morning now. We got ran off by that storm. We had to drive 6 hours back to East Texas, where Jennifer lives. Got in late last night. Jennifer's at work. She works at a hospital. She just started a 12-hour shift. So while she's working, I'm gonna get these trout prepped up, and then we're gonna cook them when she gets back. But what a fun couple of days fishing with Cody, Milton. Just what an incredible fishery. Like, I cannot get over how many fish were caught. Your boy here got served some humble pie. Nice lesson in humility for me. I mean, I've thought of about a million excuses. I'm not gonna rattle any of them off. At the end of the day, we were all using the same lures. I was in the middle and just couldn't get it done while those two just hammered them. But for me, watching Jennifer catch fish after fish, something she's never done, it was just awesome. I had a great time. What a blast. These rainbow trout, this was not part of the plan. This is kind of an impromptu catch and cook, but we figured why not? You're allowed to keep 5 a day per person. We just kept 3, just enough to feed ourselves for one good meal. Now, I don't know what I'm doing. I have never cooked or prepared or cleaned rainbow trout, so you guys are gonna be kind of learning along with me, but I do know a few things about trout, so I'm not going in this totally blind. I've heard quite a few things about trout. One thing is that the skin is good to eat. Now on bigger trout, you want to scale them. You want to take the scales off. You can use a spoon or the back of your knife, go against the grain, take the scales off. But on smaller trout, you can go ahead and leave the scales on. So what I'm going to do, rather than fillet these guys and just get some tiny nuggets of meat and end up wasting a bunch of the meat, we're going to fry these guys. No, I'm probably going to grill these guys almost whole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one. I'm going to chop the head off, kind of right behind the gills here. I don't have a fillet knife here at Jennifer's house, but we're just gonna saw through right behind the head. That part's gonna go to the buzzards and coyotes, and then we're gonna gut them. So I'm gonna take my knife in here, right in the anus, if you will, just like that, and kind of open up its belly, just following down from the anal opening. Gotta be a better way to say that. To the front. And that should open it up real nice. Look at that. This is kind of the pocket, the cavity where all the guts live. And throw all that out. We're just going to use our hand here. And they also, if you can see this here, they've got this kind of pocket and this kind of a seam of, it's essentially kind of like a bloodline. I'm going to use my knife and open up that as well. And then I'm going to scrape this out with my fingernail. See that? We don't want that in our meat. I think that's like coagulated blood. I'm not really sure, but we're going to scrape all that out. I don't know a way to do this without getting your hands dirty. But this is not the only fish that has this little seam here. Anytime you're gutting a fish, you want to look for that and make sure you get that off. And now I'm going to rinse this guy off, but this is basically what we're left with. So we've got the meat on there with the bones. The guts have been removed, and we're going to throw this straight on the grill. And we got this nice little kind of natural pocket in here, and that we're going to use to season the fish for one. We're going to put seasoning in there. We'll probably put some butter in there. All right. So these 3 are done. I'm going to take them inside. Jennifer lives in a travel trailer, much like mine. If you haven't noticed, this girl's just my dream girl. She outfishes me everywhere we go. She lives in a travel trailer like me. We just have so much in common. I'm gonna take these guys in, give them a really good rinse, and then pat them dry, stick them in some bags, throw them in the fridge, and then I'll see you guys in the kitchen here in a little while, and I'll show you guys how I'm gonna kind of flavor these guys up, how we're gonna prepare these, and then we'll grill them up as soon as Jennifer gets off work, and I think have a pretty fantastic little meal. I'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, well, welcome to Jennifer's rig, Jennifer's home on wheels. I have been working all day. She has been working all day. She is on the home stretch of a 12-hour shift to the hospital. I know this girl is hungry. She has got to be ravenous, but it's 11 o'clock p.m. She's not gonna get home till midnight. So we're about to have a little rainbow trout midnight snack, just like Mama used to make, very typical, but I think it's gonna be good. I'm really hoping. So we are pressed for time, so I'm gonna make this real simple, easy. There's not gonna be much cleanup. I'm gonna be using very few dishes, which is key because we're gonna be eating at midnight. But I think this is gonna be really good. We've got a few things to get going before we dive into the fish, but I think this is gonna be a recipe you guys are gonna like. I think it's gonna be a crowd pleaser. And again, the key, the critical element to this is it's gonna be easy. So, first step first, we're gonna do some rice. So I ran to the store earlier and grabbed some long grain and wild rice. It's gonna be super easy to cook, but it's gonna take a little while. So we're gonna get that going first so that it's cooking and that's out of the way while we get the vegetables ready and then, of course, the fish. All right, so we got the rice going, that's done. Now let's prep these vegetables. So with the asparagus, we're gonna cut off the ends so that they fit nicely in this little pan. I bought these pans for the fish, but I think it's gonna work great for the vegetables too, and it came with 2 of them. And I'm gonna cut the zucchini into kind of spears, almost like pickle spears, so that they're kind of, sort of the same shape as the asparagus so that all cooks evenly. then to season these guys up, we're gonna just drizzle it with some extra virgin olive oil, a little salt, a little pepper, and then I think I'm gonna use lemon pepper seasoning on these trout because Jennifer loves lemon pepper, and I've actually got some of this salt-free lemon pepper, a different one that I'm using for the fish, and I'm just gonna give this a little bit of a sprinkle onto these vegetables so these flavors kind of complement. And boom, easy as pie. So that pan is full of the vegetables. We're gonna cover that up with foil, and we're gonna throw that right on the grill with the fish, probably a little bit before the fish. And so now, the main attraction, these rainbow trout. Gosh, I'm excited for this. First time doing it, but I feel really good. I'm feeling really confident about this. So, first up, we're gonna take these rainbow trout and we're gonna slather them in some of this lemon pepper seasoning. We're gonna put a little bit, rub some on the outside, on both sides, and then we're gonna really make sure we get a nice even coating of this seasoning on the inside in this little cavity of flavor that we're about to build inside each of these rainbow trout. Once that's done, we're gonna cut some slices of butter and just jam those bad boys up into these rainbow trout. It's gonna melt and get all up into that flesh. It's gonna be so good. Butter, I think, is key for rainbow trout. So get those in there. Then I'm gonna chop up some Italian parsley for a little bit of freshness, a little bit of that flavor. We're gonna sprinkle that inside these trout and also all on the top of them. And then I've got some rosemary sprigs. We're gonna just set those whole the way they come on and around these fish, just kind of all over it, just to let that flavor infuse in there, and then we'll end up tossing that once we pull this fish out. And lastly, and I told you guys, this is simple, we're about done now. We're gonna take a fresh lemon, slice it relatively thin, and we're gonna place these bad boys just all over these fish, let that lemony flavor penetrate down into the meat while it cooks. It's gonna be delicious, and we're gonna save another lemon on the side, because when we pull these off, we're gonna squeeze some fresh lemon juice all over the fish. And it's just looking phenomenal. Look at this. It's beautiful. A presentation to impress your friends. You know, you want to look like you really know how to cook. You saw how easy this was? I mean, we're done. Now it's just throw it on the grill and we're good to go. And now we're covering them with foil and leaving just a little bit of it open so that steam can vent, but still steam these fish. So we'll fire the grill up. We're gonna cook these guys on kind of medium-high heat. You don't wanna cook them too low. You wanna get it pretty hot, but it's not gonna take them too long. I'm thinking 10 minutes. And I screwed up the timing, and Jennifer's here. Just about to throw the fish on the grill. Whoops.
Yeah.
What wrong? How's work?
It's good.
All right, I think the rice is done. Ready to throw this up on the grill. Let's go do it. Fish. And the veggies. Boom. Easy as pie. Easy as rainbow trout. That's you, madame? Alright, let's go get these out. Veggies should be... Oh yeah, that asparagus looks perfect. And the fish, a little more of a question mark. Try to kind of flake a little bit of this off. Oh yeah. Look at that, bones are just coming right out. That's what we want. Oh, it smells so good. You smell the garlic?
I do.
Wait.
Looks amazing and probably smells.
It smells delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So you really want this stuff to like really kind of fall apart. And look at that. Okay, I got it. I mean, it's on the fork. Gotta try it. I feel like this is gonna hurt me.
It's pretty amazing.
Baby, you're gonna like that.
Yay!
100%.
So happy you cooked my fish right.
It's so mild. Like, it's just, there's no fishy taste, nothing like that. It's just butter and lemon pepper and fresh herbs. That's really good. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. All right. Make you a plate?
Yes, please.
Get some of these butter and juices and just kind of, the way this stuff smells.
Amazing.
Yeah,
You're like,
about to drink this stuff.
Right.
Look at that.
Looks beautiful.
I've definitely made uglier dishes. Look at that, folks. If that didn't impress your friends, you need new friends. Looks good, right?
It does look good.
You want to say grace?
I sure do. All right. Dear Lord, thank you for this wonderful day. Thank you for everything that you have blessed us with. Lord, thank you for bringing us together. And bless this food to the nourishment of our body. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.
Amen. Let's dig in.
Mm-hmm.
So just watch it. There are bones.
Oh,
right? Yeah,
I'm
so just be careful. It should peel right off the bones.
Mm-hmm.
Not entirely.
This is really good. Could have told me this is your first time cooking it because it's really, really good. And I eat rainbow trout a lot.
Well, guys, she's exhausted. I'm exhausted. We're going to enjoy this incredible meal. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little 2-part Arkansas trout fishing adventure.
It was amazing.
I'm enjoying reaping the rewards here. This is delicious. Hope you guys learned something about cooking trout. Try this. You're going to impress your friends. If they don't mind picking around bones, to me, I mean, this is some of the most just kind of moist.
It is really, really good.
I'm actually really happy that you're like tearing this up right now. I was a little worried that I didn't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah, this really did turn out way better than I was even allowing myself to hope.
I think I got